It's no secret that just like any other business, soccer academies and clubs need to promote their offers to parents in the region to sign up new customers and be able to grow. Okay. And that's exactly why in this video, we're going to be talking a little more about how your academy can grow using Facebook and Instagram ads. And more importantly, talk about when should you get started running ads for your academies because it has a cost associated, right? It's an investment that needs to be made in the marketing for your business. So let's talk about, when should you consider running ads or when you should not consider running ads. But before we dive into that, I want to talk about, I want to mention that there's many ways of promoting your soccer academy or clubs to parents in your region. I talked about that in other YouTube videos that you can find here on my channel, where I dive into all of the different strategies that you can use to get parents to request more information about your soccer program. But when it comes to online marketing specifically, which is what works in our 21st century, you can usually only break it down into two different categories, organic and paid ads, okay? So first, we're going to dive into the main difference between them, and then we're going to talk specific to transition from organic only to also include paid ads into your marketing strategy. So posting content or organic marketing, it's basically going in your Instagram and your Facebook page and posting a photo, a video, a graphic that promotes your academy. There's nothing wrong with that, but the only problem is that most of the viewers that will see that already follow you because you're posting it on your page. If for them to see it, they already have to either follow you, be your friends on Facebook. So they kind of already used to who you are. They already have some awareness, right? If you do manage to get a video go viral, for example, which, it's very unlikely for you to do it, but if you're able to, still not the greatest thing because you cannot control who's actually going to watch that, right? It's on Instagram's or Facebook's algorithm to share that video to other people. Then you can get those thousands of views, but you don't know if they are actually potential clients or not. Because if they are parents that are not in a 10 to 15-mile radius or in your town, your city, they're just not your target audience, right? So you're doing all of that, posting all of those content, videos, putting all the effort to actually not have anyone that really should be watching that actually watching it. And that's when running ads come handy because when you're running ads, what you're doing is you're paying Facebook, you're paying Instagram to reach a specific audience in a specific location. So those platforms, they have thousands of data points in each one of their users. So they know exactly, your demographics. They know your age, they know your gender, they know if you're a parent or not, they know where you live. So what you do as an advertiser inside that platform is you pay Facebook and Instagram and say, hey, I'm a soccer academy, I'm a soccer club. I want to target parents that have kids that are aged from 7 years old to 14 years old, or whatever is your age range, in a 10 to 15-mile locations from this address right here, which is my academy's address. Facebook will look at that and say, okay, I'm going to reach parents in your region then. This is how it's going to work out. You're going to put your ad out there. They're going to reach people for you, right? Not everyone will click on it, but a small percentage of the parents to see the ad will actually click on it, right? That's how ads work. It's a great strategy to get more reach, and I'll show you in a little bit that's not your full solution to the problem, but I also want to make very clear that it's a paid marketing strategy. And if it's done it the wrong way, it can cost you a lot of money. That's why you see a lot of business owners out there, and not only academies and clubs, saying, "Oh, ads don't work." Well, they were just poorly executed most of the time. So that's the truth. Okay. What you need to understand is that it's not a full solution to your business. Ads just amplify whatever you have today. If you don't have a good offer, if you have a shitty sales process, if you take hours to get to your leads after they request more information about your academy, ads are not going to solve your problem. They're just going to amplify that entire bad sales process. Okay. So what I like to say is that when you're running ads on Facebook and Instagram or whatever other platform you want to run ads on, you're basically buying eyeballs. You're getting people's attention and the right people's attention. You're getting attention of parents in a specific region that you were targeting. Okay. But after they click the ad and then put in their contact information on a contact form, for example, if you don't have the right sales process, it's not going to work. So you got to keep in mind what happens after the parents actually click on your ad and become a lead and put in their name, email, and phone number, right? how long does it take it for you to get in touch with them? There's a metric in marketing is called speed to lead, which is basically calculates how long does it take an average for you to get in touch with a lead as soon as it's generated. And I'll show you some stats on that. Just take a look at this real quick. You're 7 times more likely to qualify leads when you're reaching out within an hour as opposed to just an hour later. You're 21 times more effective when calling within 5 minutes after the lead's generated as opposed to in 30 minutes. Getting back to your leads that requested more information as soon as possible, as soon as they were generated, is crucial for for this to work out. Because if you take longer, what's gonna happen is they're gonna lose interest. They're gonna get other distractions. The dogs start barking, the kids start crying. They forget about it, or they find another solution for their kids, right? They maybe not another soccer solution, but they found, another sports, another program that they can go in and stay in the afternoon or to be busy during the summer. So just one thing to keep in mind. This Another point here is how many times are you actually attempting to reach out to your leads? Sometimes we get new clients coming in the door here at Soccer Leads, and we help them to promote their academy with Facebook and Instagram ads. The leads are being generated, and then they'll be like, "Yeah, I mean, it's great. We're getting a lot of leads, but they're not really responding." I'm like, "Yeah, how many times did you actually try to get in touch with them?" "Oh, we just called them once as soon as they were generated." I mean, that's not going to work out, right? You need to get in touch with them multiple times. Try to get in touch with them multiple times. What we suggest is give them a call every single day for 7 days after they were generated. The odds of you not getting a hold of them there, and still, while our automation workflows are still sending text messages and emails to them in the meantime, are very low. And if you don't get a hold of them, that's okay. You're going to be generating more leads. But the odds that are, you increase your odds by increasing the volume. Sales is about volume. The more you try to outreach for a prospect, more likely that prospect's to actually going to respond to you, right? How many communication channels are you attempting? So it goes back to the last point. If you just try and call them, you're just trying one communication channel. You're trying one way of getting that lead to respond to you. But what if besides just calling them, you're sending them a text message, you're sending them an email, you're sending them a WhatsApp message, you're dropping a voicemail in their after they call, you're sending them an Instagram DM if you have access to that. Imagine, like you're just increasing the odds of them getting back. Sales is about volume. The more times you attempt to get to your leads, the better. The more ways, channels you use to get in touch with your leads, the better as well. If you get a hold of the lead, right? If you tried to call them multiple times and you tried different communication channels and you get a hold of them, are you trying to sell them right away or inviting them to take a smaller step? So this is a huge problem that I see academies and clubs out there, right? They get a lead, comes in their website, requests more information about their academy. They hop in the phone. They be like, "Yeah, so we have this academy. This is what we do. Our pricing is $120 a month. And yeah, you can get started as soon as possible, blah, 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 blah." You're trying to sell a parent. They're not ready. Like I said before, it's a cold audience. They don't know you yet. They don't trust you yet. You should, your goal here is when you get a new lead, you should answer any questions they might have and get them to the field. So have a free trial offer, a 1 week off, free 1 week free. It's going to get them to come to the field to try it out first. And then when you are in the field, you have someone on your staff, one-on-one, go talk to that parent, get feedback from the trial class, and then try to sell them into your program, right? It's so much easier to get those parents to commit to a smaller test step like coming to a free trial class than to actually enrolling them to a membership, right? Another thing here is if you get a lead to a book trial class, how are we making sure they're going to show up, right? Are you sending them a confirmation and reminders about their trial class? For every 10 trial classes they book, how many don't show up? If you have more than three, which will be 30%, there's a problem in your sales funnel, right? You should keep your show rate at 80%. What does that mean is that for every 10 book trials that you book, at least 8 of them should be showing up. If less than 8 of them are showing up, you have a problem. You have a hole in your sales funnel, okay? Another one here, once they show up, Do use the best practice to close them. So the best practice that I'm saying here is exactly getting one-on-one with them after training, getting their feedback first, asking if it will benefit their kids, and then trying to enroll them to the program, giving them a big discount, giving them a irresistible offer that they're gonna be stupid for saying no. Simple as that, right? If you have a good offer, it will sell itself. Now you say, oh man, yeah, Rafael, this is great, but man, this is so complicated. It's a lot of work. Yes, it's just the truth. If it was easy, anyone could be succeeding in business in your academy. Your your competitors would be way better than you, right? The stats show opposite though. It's not, business is not easy. It's not an easy task, okay? So yes, it's complicated and it has to be complicated. So you either embrace it and become one of those in the stats right here, or you change and you actually grow your business so you can impact more lives. You can create more jobs, you can impact more kids' lives. Okay. Some key takeaways here is that posting social media is great, but you cannot control the outputs. I like to approach the social media organic content posting as more like a branding and bottom of the funnel perspective. It's really important to show to the parents that, hey, I'm here, I'm legit, you can trust me, but not to get parents to actually request more information and book a trial class with you because your reach is just not high enough. Okay. Or posting organic content and running ads at the same time, though, you're gonna be they complement each other because you have that branding, that I'm legit perspective with the organic content, and you leverage that, you're amplifying that with paid ads that are going to bring more volume of actual parents in a region to come to your website, to your page, whatever, right? So when should you start running ads for your soccer academy or club? Well, there's 4 points here that I want you to keep in mind. The first one, you need to have a validated offer. Like I said, ads are not gonna save your life here. If you don't have a good program, if you don't have the right pricing model, it's not gonna work for you. Okay, if you're charging per session or per hour or something like, it's not gonna work for you. You have to have a membership. You have to have a minimum commitment that parents will have stay with you for at least 3 to 6 months, right? A customer needs to be worth at least $1,000 a year to your business. Okay, they don't need to pay you $1,000 up front, but they need to pay you $1,000 across the next 12 months to make it work. Otherwise, you just don't have enough margins in your product, in your service, to be able to go to Facebook and Instagram and buy new customers, right? Because that's marketing. Marketing is acquiring new customers, paying to acquire new customers. When you when should you start running ads? When you have the capital to reinvest in your business and still be okay if you lose it. I'm not saying that you are going to lose, but if ads require trial and error, sometimes things work, sometimes things don't work, and you got to be prepared to the worst case scenario, especially if you're trying to do this by yourself or with a professional that doesn't have experience, or not only experience running ads, but experience in your industry. And that's exactly why Soccer Leads here, because we can help you running ads, minimizing your risk, because we've been doing for dozens of academies and clubs across the country and got multiple different case studies and results for other academies and clubs out there, so we can minimize that risk. And the fourth and last point here is that you should only start running ads when you have the bandwidth to actually properly manage leads, book trial classes, and sell to them. If you are too busy on the training and we cannot get enough volume, like if I get you 10, 20 leads right now, you're going to be overwhelmed and not going to be able to talk to them and not going to be able to book them and not going to be able to sell them. This might not be the great fit for you. Maybe you should try to structure your business a little more, have processes in place, maybe bring in an additional a person in staff, like a assistant coach or something that can help you with trainings, so you can go and focus more on the business side of things and actually grow the business. But that was the video today. Let me know if you guys have any questions. You can just put it on the comments down below. Also, feel free to join our free community at Soccer Leads. And if you are a soccer academy, club, or private coaching business that already drives revenue, and you're thinking about starting running ads for your business, and you want a professional team to actually come in and apply validated models to your business, reach out to us at soccerleads.com. We're going to have a quick phone call to, just get to know each other and see what you guys are doing. And if it's a good fit for your academy, we go from there. All right, sounds